I snapped off 3 fish today. That was super exciting because the size of the fish that are in here that I saw, there's 5, 6, maybe even 7-pound trout that are in this lake. And that's what keeps me coming back, is catching those big fish. And I have caught a couple of really big ones.
For those who can't afford a guided elk hunt on a private ranch or a fly fishing trip to the Amazon, this show is for you. This is Budget Outdoors TV, your source of high-quality fishing and hunting locations that are affordable. You won't see us staying in fancy lodges, just over-the-counter, public land, do-it-yourself trips. Our goal is to motivate you to spend less and get out more.
This episode is brought to you by
These lakes are really nice because it's only 30 minutes from my house. They're really, really close. So this year, out of the last 3 months, I've fished probably 15 days, maybe 12 to 15 days on these lakes. Fishing out here with my daughter, fishing by myself, fishing with Maggie, fishing with other friends of mine. You know, and I've had some really good days and I've had some really crummy days.
So this is Maggie. This is my fishing dog. She's a mini Aussie. She's more like a miniature mini Aussie. She's pretty small for a mini Aussie, but she loves fishing, that's for sure.
Between February, March, April, it's now the beginning of May. And I've been out here a lot, I've fished a lot, and I have learned a lot about these lakes. And that's the thing about lake fishing, is that you just have to get out there and do it. You know, when I first started fishing lakes, I knew nothing about it, and I hated it. I came out here and I said, this is it. This is so lame. There's no fish in here. This is not fun to just throw your bobber out and just hope that you know, you're gonna catch something. So it's kind of cool to be a fly tyer, because I can go home and all the flies that work today, I'm gonna retie those and reinforce those because they got chewed up and the threads coming apart on them. The other thing I'm gonna do is all those flies that work really well, you can go modify those. Like, I wanna use smaller hooks, I wanna have some different varieties of weights and that kind of thing, so you can play around with that. So being a fly fisherman that can tie his own flies, or you know somebody that can tie flies for you, is actually a huge advantage to have, because you can create a custom box, and just like I did for this lake. There we go. Oh my God, dude. Oh. I gotta redo this whole leader setup. Oh my God. Oh. Did you see that? Dude, that's that 6-pound trout I was telling you about. That's a 6-pounder. Hopefully I catch those fish and get my flies back. Those flies are like super, like really, really good flies. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm sure it's my crappy knots that I'm tying. Hey, no, don't get don't get in the water. No, back up here. Good girl. She's getting bored. Oh.
It's a little bit bigger one. Oh, that's a nice one. Nice little rainbow. Nice fish. That one big fish that went by here was massive. There's just like a little shark just going vroom.
Probably the coolest thing about today too was seeing that huge 6-pound, maybe plus, rainbow trout just swimming around. Like that thing was that was a monster. These big fish in these ponds are what keep me coming back. You know, you have a good day or you have a bad day, those big fish are still in here and they're not going anywhere. They're in here pretty much all year. Yeah, sometimes you can see them. Sometimes you can walk around the lake on the perimeter of the lake and you can see into the water and you can see them just kind of cruising along the shoreline, which is frustrating if they're not eating, but it's actually pretty fun to get to watch them. You can see those fish just cruising, just back and forth, do a figure eight. So you can actually figure out a lot about the behavior of the fish by not even fishing, just looking in the lake and just seeing those fish. It teaches you a lot about fish behavior because you can see exactly what they're doing and how they're reacting, which is really rare. You don't always get to see the fish that you're fishing for. One time I came here with my daughter, didn't think the fishing was gonna be really good. I was casting out on the dock and all of a sudden I just ripped into this really big fish and and she started to get really excited and I could just feel the head shaking on that thing. It was a really big fish. It had to have been 5 to 6 pounds, maybe even 7-pound rainbow. I mean, this thing was a monster. And it was so cool because I hooked it, reeled it in, I let my daughter net it and pick it up and just to hear the excitement in her voice, it was so fun.
Gigantic fish that I snapped off. Oh, dude. There we go. Maggie, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen. Chill, my friend. We're not eating this one. I'm trying to figure it out. They're just like nibbling. It's just like a little nibble. There we go. She knows. Mag knows. There we go. There we go, Max. Oh. Nice. Oh, he took the, look, she gets so excited. You don't, I just worry she jumps in. Oh yeah, that was just a little one. That's nothing. That's like food for that other one that we saw. That's like a baby size. There's just some monsters in here.
If like we were catching more, oh, there's one. There's one. Nice. Oh. There's a rainbow. Sit. Maybe. No.
Yep, there we go. Mags, ready? Oh, missed him. Dude, that was a nicer one.
There we go. Oh. she gets so excited. Look at her. Maybe she's hungry. Maybe she thinks we're gonna eat him or something. So the reason I wanted to come out here today is because I wanted to show people that fishing lakes and ponds can be a lot of fun, and they don't have to cost a lot of money. These are gated private lakes, part of the Oregon Fishing Club. So there's ways that you can budget coming out here. If you know somebody that's part of the Oregon Fishing Club or your local fishing club, they allow guests to come here for free. They don't charge a guest fee. So you can come out here if you know somebody part of the fishing club, or if you want to join the fishing club, you can come out here and do exactly what I'm doing. I joined the club because there are 5 lakes that are within 25 minutes of my house. So I come out here all the time. Especially when I can bring them out here days like this, which are really good. My kids love fishing. They were jealous that I got to bring the dog out fishing. They wanted to come so bad today. So look how tight that is. Like, I mean, that's as hard as I can pull on it. That shouldn't break. Those are some big fish in there. All right, this is gonna be the last cast. Promise. Oh. Oh, no, I don't promise. That was a fish. The first time you pull up to this lake, it just looks like nothing. It looks like there are no features. It just looks like there's a middle and there's a perimeter. That is just the only feature of the lake is the middle. And you know, that's not true. There's a lot of different depths and shallows and drop-offs, and you know, fish behavior. Every time I come out, I learn something different. Days I'll come out, I'll just like do super, super well catching lots of fish. The next day I'll come out, I won't catch anything. I mean, I've had a lot of fishless days. I've had a lot of really good days out here, but I keep coming back because I have a lot of really good memories of coming out here and fishing at this lake in particular. Not only is it close to my house, but it's really easy to get into, really easy access. And you know, nobody fishes here. Like, nobody fishes this lake in particular. Like, I'm really surprised. I've only seen maybe 6 people total in all the 15 times I've been out here fishing. I'm just surprised that more people don't come out here and fish. So, you know, today I had this lake all to myself, which was awesome. So we're gonna just try something different. You know, when the fishing isn't consistent, we know that there's fishing here, let's go somewhere else, try something different. All right, girl, let's go. Come on. She is like, good girl, sit, sit. Gosh, you're muddy. Good girl, Maggie. You're over on that other side. Good girl, good girl. Oh. Oregon rain right here. Yeah, this rain definitely makes a lot of people go home. They don't want to come out in this type of weather. I can understand why, but fish don't really seem to care. Sometimes it's even better fishing in the rain. I got tired of fishing for that one really big fish that wouldn't eat. That was really cool, but really frustrating. So we decided to come to this other pond. God, missed that one. Feels so bad that we just have the worst weather every time we come out. This is the worst. Because it's even more annoying. Like you can put up with a lot of stuff when you're fishing. Like you can put up with a lot of bad weather and knots and all sorts of stuff. But when the weather's bad, it's like even worse when you're not catching anything. But when you are catching stuff, you feel really smart because you feel like, you know, hey, I made the right decision to come out here. There's nobody else out here. But I don't know. Today is. I don't know what the deal is today. My fly box that I tie is strictly for this pond and some of the other lakes that are nearby. You know, the dry flies that I use, I'll have like a really good day. I'll go home, I'll tie up 2 dozen of those and stack my box with those flies because I know they're gonna work. So I've got my midges here. I've got a bunch of streamers. These guys work really well early in the season with these tungsten beads worms. So I will take a couple green and a couple red ones and stock this box before I go out, especially when I'm going out in the pontoon. Take a couple of more green worms. Hey. Yep, nobody here. Rain means no fishermen. Either I'm smart or they're smart, depending on if I catch anything in here. Yeah, today's fishing actually was pretty good. We caught a couple of really big fish. Had a lot of smaller fish that we caught, but the cool thing about today was that I was able to fish a whole bunch of different ways. Right? I was able to fish from the bank, from the dock, from the shore, and then I got the pontoon boat out and I was able to fish with that. So today was really cool because I was able to fish like a whole bunch of different ways, which is what lake fishing is. Lake fishing is fishing a lot of different strategies, a lot of different flies, depths, indicators, trolling, not trolling. Lake fishing, you have to be dynamic, and that's what we did today. There was not one thing that was just like rocking the fish, just one after another. There was not one spot that was like super good. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can get one spot that you just pull all the fish out of that one spot. And you don't have to change your flies or positioning or anything, but that wasn't today. Today was a typical day of fishing on the lakes. And a typical day of fishing on the lakes is trying different things out. I wonder how she'll be when I get out there. I bet you she'll be very sad. Yeah, I saw a couple of fish right out here rising, so that's a good sign. No, Maggie, no. You stay. Sit, you stay. I'm not going anywhere. Yep. No. Nice one. Monster 12-incher. Out of all the 12-inchers, this one's a monster. wonder what, I keep thinking about that big rainbow that we saw earlier, that just ginormous one. Like, what does he eat? Does he eat normal food like all these other fish are eating? Or does he only eat at night, like eats mice or something real big, or eats only other fish or something? Like, I keep thinking about that. Like, does that fish act or behave different than these smaller fish? And that's really fun for me too. You know, I come out here a lot solo and fish a lot by myself. And I like fishing by myself, but it's really nice having somebody else here, even if it's not another person, to just bring Maggie out here to fish. Yeah. There we go. Nice. I didn't dig long. Dude, nice. I swear I was sitting here for like 5 seconds and it went under. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with that rain. It is just pouring down rain here. Oh man, it's almost time to bring the drone out. That would be, that'd be cool. I would still bring it out if there was a little bit of rain. Yeah, she's like, what? This guy over here was asking what the name of the TV show is. Should have told him we don't catch fish. TV. We never catch anything TV. I'm not the best fisherman. Well, fly fishing, I know what I'm doing. I'm really good at it. But I'm not the best. There's people, I have friends that'll catch fish 10 to 1 to me. Same thing with hunting. I'm still learning. It's not like I really know what I'm doing.